Welcome back. You're watching Roundtable and we are speaking to Mr. Dian Gomes. He is the Managing Director of MAS Intimates and also the Group Director of MAS Holdings. So in the second half, we touched upon the concepts of as to why sports is failing in Sri Lanka in a time that actually sports can be used as a branding tool to brand Sri Lanka and put Sri Lanka on the sports map. And actually the role of the government in also having the right administrators in place where they will have sports knowledge about sports, because it's also running a company. So every field is like running a company that will be results oriented, according to Dan. And also the importance of branding Sri Lanka, where he said how important it is to be ethical in branding and also taking Sri Lanka to the next level with a winning mindset. So winning mindset is something that we stopped our discussion on, Dan. I wanted to ask you on the same lines that when it comes to the apparel industry, how will MAS Holdings also keep the competitive advantage and also makes that Sri Lanka can face the competition and go to the world market? How can you actually retain that competitiveness?
Actually, MAS Holdings as a company operates on the higher niche market of lingerie. We are the largest lingerie supplier to Victoria's Secrets. We work with customers like Marks and Spencer, Adidas, Gap, Nike, etc. Now, our main competition comes from countries like Vietnam, Bangladesh and China, and that is because all these countries have a lower cost base than Sri Lanka. Now, how do we engage with our customers to compete with China or Vietnam or Bangladesh? Two things. One is we need to be more productive so that our cost base becomes lesser. That means we eliminate waste. The second thing is we need to innovate. We can't be just tailors. We need to produce some new product. For an example, we manufactured the shark skin swimsuit for the Olympics. We did the Beijing Olympics volleyball suits. We did the Nike Revolutionary bra. We did some of the Victoria's Secret's latest innovative bra products. Now, we need to do some innovation, and Sri Lankans can do it. And if you put research and technology into your companies, innovation takes place. The third thing is the speed to the market, because the customer wants the goods faster and faster. So to do that, and to facilitate, you need smarter people. You need technology like what we use, like SAP systems, so that we are linked to the customer and the suppliers, so that the three combinations of speed, cost and innovation will keep Sri Lanka going forward for the next 10 years. That's the only way Sri Lanka will survive, Sri Lanka apparel will survive, because we cannot at the moment compete on cost, because quality is given. So you need to do that. Now, what are the techniques that you have used to become more productive? As an organization, we use Toyota manufacturing systems. We used millions of dollars, introducing Toyota manufacturing systems. I actually came from Japan, day before yesterday, with 30 people, working and seeing how Toyota works. So Toyota makes cars and we are doing bras and panties. What is the similarity? The whole idea is to understand how we can eliminate waste, how you can become productive, how you can automate your processes, so that we could survive. So every day is a learning something new. We can't think, apparel was there for 20 years. We built a huge 800 million organization, and that's going to take us to the next 20 years. It's not going to happen.
And also there's no rule that you have to only look at apparel organizations to come up with the systems and the creative processes. Yes. It can be from any entity as well.
Of course. Look at, countries like Maldives on tourism, how innovative they are. There are hotels which charges you, $5,000 a night. And why can't we do it? So we need to think very differently now.
How do you actually in your organization encourage your workforce to think innovatively? How do you inspire them to actually have this innovative mindset?
Actually, it takes years to create a culture of an organization, to create what Toyota has done for the last maybe 50 years. we can't do it in 2 years. So it takes some time. But we need to empower our workers, and our workers are truly empowered today, because if there's a quality defect, they can stop a line. We run with very few supervisors. Everybody, does understand the product and what productivity gains, and so that we could share those gains with the workers. So it's a new era. So we cannot like run the apparel industry like the way that we ran 20 years ago. But most of the other industries will also move, and I think with the current climate, there will be other investments which will come to Sri Lanka, and I think those investments will also get the best Sri Lankan talent to come back. So that will create, I think, a different era. There will be more innovative talent. There will be people who's kind of worked in the West, who understand speed and what it takes to win. So all these combinations together, I think we have a good formula for the future.
Now, in that context, the keyword is also attracting world-class talent, and especially if you look at MAS, that you have attracted talent from diverse parts of the world, like from Yale, Harvard graduates also, and at the end of the day, they are also involved in producing lingerie and stuff like that. So actually, how do you manage to do this? Because if you take any other apparel industry in Sri Lanka, maybe that sort of talent and diverse skills is not very sort of prevalent, it's not the norm, so to say. So what is the strategy behind?
I think I always believe that I should employ people who are better than me. I mean, I did my accounting nearly 25 years ago, and I tell my young personal executives, who are managing my business, they are much more smarter, younger, and understand, they are technically ahead, because what you studied 25 years ago is obsolete. So every 5 years we become obsolete. So recruit people who are better than you. So that's a start. So a lot of people don't want to do that, because when you get the best talent, managing best talent is a very difficult